Are you a Singapore PR looking to buy your first property in Singapore? Especially if you have been renting and subsidizing your landlord's mortgage payment for the past many years. Or are you relocating to Singapore for the long run and looking to own properties for both investment and for your own stay? If so, stay tuned because this Singapore Property.tv episode may resonate with you. In this video, I document the analysis and thought process on how I recently helped two Singapore PR buyers who are looking to own bigger properties here in the vibrant and prime River Valley area. Initially, it wasn't easy for them to decide on a big purchase with only a sketchy knowledge of the Singapore property market. Now, through a systematic 4-step process with me, they are able to prioritize their needs, analyze the different segments in River Valley, understand why they must avoid the risky areas, and finally zooming in to the right projects with full confidence. They eventually bought 2 properties in River Valley with a total value of more than $11 million, all within 1 week of getting in touch with me. I believe with the right systematic approach, you're able to achieve the same too. The first step really is to prioritize your needs and be very clear about the location that could best match your desired lifestyle and family's needs. It is also very important to be realistic about the financial position and be fully aware of the latest market prices. Now, in this way, you can focus only on the right locations and property types without wasting too much time and resources on the wrong expectations. Very often, I've come across buyers coming with a few generic districts for their next ideal home, such as districts 9, 10, 11. I would suggest to them that they need to zoom in further by asking themselves a few questions, such as, are schools important to you? How often do you or your children use the MRT system? Is living near to nature important to your lifestyle? Is there a special area that you hang out often with friends and family? Do you mind older homes? Are you prepared to spend another $300,000 on renovation? Narrowing down to a more specific area within a particular district right from the start will shorten your search for your next home and not resulting in missed opportunities. So in the case of my recent buyers, they were very clear about getting a home in River Valley, and this was a very good start. The next step really is to analyze the market and the different geographical segments with regards to your needs. Do you really need a 2,000 square feet 4-bedder unit? Must it really be a freehold or a leasehold? What's the difference between a resale condo versus a new launch in terms of prices, fittings, design, layout, and upside potential? Are you aware that several leasehold properties outperform freehold neighbours despite being side by side each other? And do you know why some freehold properties continue to shine while others nearby remain stagnant? Do you know that 2 freehold properties could experience totally different paths in price movement even though they are located side by side each other? You see, the difference between you and an experienced real estate professional who specializes in a market segment is that while you excel in your professional career or business, we have spent years looking at all sorts of properties, interacting with buyers, sellers, and developers, negotiating different types of deals, and understanding the price and trends according to the supply and demand of the market, now and in near future. While some agents may sound overly optimistic about the market, those of us with more than 15 years of active experience could share insights about the ups and downs of the market and advise you on exactly which areas to avoid and the reasons why you should avoid them, based on facts and ground experience. So in the case of my recent buyers, I think that is the value that I've added because not many people are aware that certain areas in River Valley could carry more risk, even though it could look attractive based on just geographical locations. I also analyzed the different parcels in the master plan, compared the price trends for different projects, and helped them understand why certain condos appreciate in prices while others either have been declining in value or have remained stagnant for many years. With the proper analysis done, my buyers were able to zoom into 2 gorgeous developments that are located along the Singapore River. At this stage, it is also important for me to guide them by analyzing the difference between the high floor versus the mid and lower floor units, the pros and cons of different stacks, before finally zooming in to the choice for the next homes. It is interesting to note that while their initial plan was to buy an older freehold resale property in River Valley, they eventually ended up selecting new leasehold mixed-use amazing projects that suit their priorities and lifestyles. In fact, they could decide with full confidence within 1 week of getting in touch with me through the simple 4-step process with ease. And they reached their decisions with well-researched data and facts. You see, no two families are the same. Your needs and preferences could be totally different from these buyers. You could have very strong beliefs in certain property attributes, and very often it is all about personal preferences. However, I would encourage you to speak to someone with very strong ground experience in the market segment that you're looking at. Someone who can relate realistic ground situation and back up the suggestions and analysis with insightful numbers and facts. Someone who can articulate the information well so that you can understand. And as buyers, it is in your best interest to stay open to suggestions and ideas because profiles of stakeholders change with times. You see, the market is very different from what you may know 5 to 10 years ago. So sometimes staying open to the latest trends could open more doors and play a pivotal role in making sure your investment elevates with time. My name is PK So from Huttons, and thank you for watching this episode of SingaporeProperty.tv. Remember to check out my website and subscribe to my channel. If you're still watching this video, you know you need to reach out to me. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Till then, please take care.